Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our uranium daily technical analysis update. We're going to start with the Sprott physical, work our way down through ETFs and individual companies. A lot of individual companies that you guys like me to go over. Is this a turning point in uranium? Maybe. The reason I say maybe, we're starting to see some life come back. We're starting to see some patterns that I like to see. So let's dive in here. Let's take a look at what the patterns I'm seeing. And I'll give you my opinion here. So let's jump in. And what I have behind me right now is the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. 1, 2, 3. You get the 3 humps, and then you get a break. We've been playing with this lower line. Now, they've been using news to kind of play with this. So it's very difficult to kind of see if this is a legit breakdown or if it's not a legit breakdown. Now, if the buyers are going to push this higher, they got to do it here. Otherwise, this pressure is going to release somewhere. It's going to be either down or up is my take on it. You zoom in a little bit. We came on down. We came back up. And, you know, we're up 2.38% today. If we do a 1 year, this is what it looks like. It's a big old candlestick. This is a daily candlestick. I don't know why it's red. It should be green. But we have a hammer pattern. Hammer pattern usually is a bottoming reversal pattern where we could move up from. So it doesn't look bad. We don't have the volume kicking in yet. The chance there to move up is still there. We got to see some follow through. URNM, we got a nice little hammer pattern. Last one on the daily candlestick. We popped up a little bit. It's looking better. The possibility here is still potentially to the downside. That's what it looks like on the yearly. You can zoom in here, really dive into this right-hand side here. We've got this downtrend line. I'm on the wrong setting here. Here we go. We kind of extend this down and we've broken above it. So now we got to get moving back above these resistance lines if we want to go higher. So it's trying. I'm not calling that it's a reversal yet, but we're making progress for a reversal here. So hopefully we can maintain that progress. Here's Bannerman. I'm going to go to a 1 year chart. This is what the dailies looks like. I back it up. This is almost a bullish engulfing. It's real close. But close doesn't net you that cigar though. We have the projected move of this thing lower is quite a bit downward. I'm not saying that we're going to hit that projection. We are still in a downtrend. We need to see this thing turn. We do have some hammer candlestick pattern here. We came up a little bit of volume higher than the past couple of days. You know, this if you look at kind of this pullback here, it is declining on volume. So we do have if some buyers step in and push and break through this downtrend, we could reverse it here. It's very possible. Goviax is looking better. Nice big hammer pattern, some good volume stepping in. Very nice move in terms of price action, up 13%. If we zoom in on the right-hand side here, let's zoom way in here. We came back down and it's firing back up. Nice big volume. It's looking better. Let's hope the momentum can continue and we can start moving on up. Here's Global Atomic. Global Atomic is also looking pretty good. Again, pretty good doesn't mean that you should go and just go buy a bunch of this. I'm trying to look and see what we're doing here. We've broken this pattern to the downside. We have to break back up and invalidate this downtrend line. It's kind of what we're looking for. We're coming back up, but I'd like to break above this 330 level here. Let me zoom way in on it. We've got some support here. Now it becomes resistance. We broke the downtrend line, and what we need to do is we need to break this guy here. That's what we're trying to break. We need to break that guy there. We want to close above 330 to be a clear break. So what that is your first step in a downtrend line is to break it. Your second step is to create a higher low. The problem is this thing blew out to the downside. It's almost a false signal from that Omicron garbage. We're coming back up and we need to break through 330 and close above it. And then I think we're going to start getting some momentum to the upside. May the forces be with you. I'm liking the action here. We did break this downtrend line. Now we got to start moving to move on up. We've got some resistance up here as well. So we're kind of between support and resistance on the right-hand side. Deep yellow. So I'll back out here. This is what the big picture view looks like going on in the 1 year. We've got this pattern that we broke to the downside. Is it a false break where we just turn and move on up? Difficult to say. On the daily candlesticks, we've got hammer reversal candlestick patterns to potentially move to the upside. Zooming way in on this, we are still kind of creeping lower. We're still in the downtrend. So we have not broken the downtrend yet. That's deep yellow. Sky Harbor, we have this kind of descending wedge. We were hoping for a break to the upside, but it reversed quite rapidly. Broke on down here, and we're still playing and meddling around with this pattern down here. We've got bullish kind of hammer candlestick patterns here. We need to break above it and get above this resistance line for Sky Harbor. Next Gen Energy, ascending wedge. They all had ascending wedges. They broke down into a descending wedge. And then all this news and stuff broke out where it threw this stock everywhere. So where's this thing going to go? Good question. It's moving sideways. Let's see if the buyers step in here, push it higher, or if the sellers come in and wonk us on the head. But as of right now, I don't really have a clear direction here on Next Gen. If I had to default to a position, I would say lower because of this ascending wedge triangle here. This guy here that we broke to the downside. So I would say that it still could have some downside pressure, but I'm looking for buyers and reversal candlesticks. Now Canalaska, this is a big old update today, 11.45%. Go Canalaska. Zooming in on it, I was zoomed in on it. Let's go 1 month. We broke the downtrend line. That's the first step. So downtrend line's broken. Now we have to create a higher low, and let's reverse it. So if we do see a higher low and it starts finding some support here, that's, sprinkle fest in if you want. And what does that mean is dollar cost averaging in. You want to cost average in a little bit if that's what you want to do. Again, this is just my financial opinion. Base low is getting a little bit of good buying pressure today. Not much volume, though. This is on a weekly candlestick basis. The daily looks like a bullish engulfing pattern. It could be a reversal where we move on up. This is what I want to see in the charts. I want to see a bullish reversal candlestick just like it has. Zooming in on it, we came on down. Oh, nice, good bullish piercing on a 30-minute chart. We're coming back up. It looks good. Maybe we can get above the bottom of this. We'll call it resistance line. So we're making the effort here with this bullish engulfing pattern that we have today. So that looks really good. Now Fission 3.0, way to go. This one looks fantastic. Nice, big, bullish engulfing. Very strong, 19.75%. This is one that I was going to buy more if it came down here. I'm sad that it didn't work its way that low, but this looks good to move on up. I did buy some in this region down here. So let's hope that we can work our way up. Let's zoom in on it just to see. It looks like it's breaking its downtrend as well. Nice big buying pressure too down here as well. Let's hope the momentum can continue. If we get a sell-off, we might get what's called a bloody nose tomorrow. Let's hope it holds above 18 cents. Fission Uranium Corp. This one looks good too. On the 1 year, we got nice good support here. It's coming on up. It's getting bought back up. Going into the 6 month, we've got nice good support on it. The support is holding. And I like on the 30-minute chart, this looks very bullish over here even. I think this could potentially be a reversal here. All we have to do is break through this guy to be in a new uptrend at about 72 cents. So we're right there. Nice good support. We're coming on up, and let's break through 72 cents. Let's get this bad boy moving. So that one looks good. CCJ. Let's hope the good charts continue. This one doesn't look as good. We're kind of filling in this gap. We'll see if it comes on up or if it heads back lower. Not really too much to say here on CCJ. Kazatomprom, looking at this guy, reverse head and shoulders, came up. It satisfied its projected move, and then it kind of fell back down. And it looks like this one doesn't look nearly as good. It looks like we could potentially head lower in this by looking at these large sell-off candlestick days. If we take a quick, the 1 year, this is an ascending wedge. I don't see this as a reversal yet, but we'll see. I would say that this still has downside pressure on it. Peninsula Energy, doing the 1 year. A little bit of an update today, a small little guy, zooming way in on it. We are still in this downtrend line. We have not reversed yet, so be patient. Boss Energy, whoa, was that? Whoa. What happened to Boss Energy, guys? Did it get bought out or something? 594% up? That's a massive move. I don't know what happened here. I'll have to look into it, but it's up 600% in 1 day. Go Boss owners, good job. It probably got bought out. Looking at Lotus Resources. We're at daily candlesticks here. We still have downside pressure. Nice big bullish engulfing here, trying to do a reversal. It doesn't look, I mean, I can't say that this looks, none of these charts look amazing because we've broken to the downside of the pattern, but they are, some of them are showing strength and that where we could potentially reverse. We have not reversed yet. I want to see some more confirmations of it. And here is Uranium Royalty Corporation. The downside projected move, if it were to complete, was all the way down. Let's zoom way in on the right-hand side. We are still in a downtrend here. Just kind of throwing a quick downtrend line in here, and we have not broken the downtrend line yet. So UROY is still in a downtrend. Here is Encore Energy. And with this news and data all thrown in here, it makes us all funky as heck. We broke back up through this resistance line. We came back to back test it. We got news that pushed this lower, but it looks like the stock wants to go up. So I'm remaining open on Encore Energy. This could go higher very easily, but the news is kind of throwing this data off. And Energy Fuels here. And again, guys, some of these, and I'm not here to be a down or anything, but some of these could be reverse moves where we do head lower. The downside pressure is still there, and this could be a return move where we jet lower right after this. So, be patient here. If you're going to do anything and you don't know, or if you like a setup, I would sprinkle a little bit in, keep some money on the side, and cost average in and try to get the best dollar cost average price that you can. That's all you can do. And here's UR Energy. This one still looks to be in a downtrend line. I'm going to move this back up like this. We're still in a downtrend for URG. Here is Uranium Energy Corporation. Now this one looks a little bit better. We've got all these resistance lines coming through here. We broke up above it. We got to stay above this guy here. So that one's at least making an effort. Centrus Energy, looking at this guy, I probably wouldn't be doing much of anything here. It's had a huge run. Man, I don't know if I'd be a buyer up here yet. We broke the uptrend line. I would be holding on, seeing what this thing's doing. It still looks pretty weak. Lightbridge, we broke the downtrend line. It's kind of chopping sideways. Up to you on what you want to do here. I don't really see any clear pattern. ISENF, so this is ISO Energy. ISO Energy, when you have these kind of slightly downward moves, it's usually a continuation, or no, it's downward. So it's not a continuation pattern because we're coming from the upside down. This is slanted downward. Usually it's a reversal pattern to go up, but we'll see which way this thing goes. It's kind of difficult to read here. I wouldn't be trading, if I was a trader, I wouldn't be trading some of these patterns right now. We're still in a downtrend line for Appia. So I'd just be holding on, not really doing much with it. DNN, it's kind of chopping sideways. I mean, this thing has broken to the downside. I would be holding on. Let's just see where this thing goes. Blue Sky Uranium had a nice good update today off of the support line. The support line's holding, but I still wouldn't be just diving in here yet. I'd kind of just be waiting. Looks like we've got a downtrend line that's still intact. Forum Energy Metals, another looks like a kind of a big sell-off today. A little bit of support on the back side of it. It broke through its support line here on good volume. I would be not doing anything on it. I would not be a buyer yet. I have to see this reverse and turn. And then Laramide, nice, good move today. Very healthy move. Looking at it, zooming on in. Difficult to say. Nice big buying pressure here. I think we end up 69, so we're somewhere in here. I'd like to close above 72 and say that this is actually a reversal. It's still in a downtrend and has not broken this line up here. I'd just be holding on. That's just me. So that's what I have for today in the uranium sector. It's possible that this still breaks down. So it's not. I wouldn't get super excited. If you are excited and you want to add money in, I would be cost averaging in slowly, very slowly into this, and then watching to see what it does. If we see more strength and we start breaking some of these, if we break the resistance line, so we break a downtrend, that's step one. Step two is a higher low. Step three is to break that high. If we start seeing that on a bunch of the stocks and some of the leaders, I would say that the sector is probably turning. We haven't seen it yet. So I'm waiting for that move. And what I've found over kind of trading and investing, it's okay to be patient. You don't have to get the bottom of the bottom all the time. It's sometimes better to wait and slowly cost average in than it is to try to pick these bottoms and be overly aggressive. Because if this thing goes to the downside, which it still could, we could still see some more downside. Energy is not looking that strong in oil and natural gas. And some of these other sectors, it still looks like there could be some weakness. So I'm not, I'll put a little bit in, but I'm not ready to jump 2 feet in with a lot of money here. But that's me. I'm a little more conservative. I wait a little bit, and I want to see kind of what this market does here over the next week or so. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.